It's a very random and quick test to see if I can actually live stream properly. So, if you've been checking out the channel lately, you probably know that there's a lot of issues with this at the moment. I'm probably going to... I don't think I'll actually be able to properly stream. This is more like a test stream. Also, that my friend is not... Sorry, just quickly slapping the thumbnail on there. I guess it doesn't need to be too big, so I can just take a regular snip of that, right? And then just... Oh, gotta save that, right? To pictures. Oh, geez. Okay, so if I refresh, I'm gonna have that one. Now I have a thumbnail. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, was it? It keeps giving me warnings about literally everything. So, oh no, we can't do this, we can't do that. It's not going to be able to update that. Oh no, it actually managed to update it. So, this is a survival world, has some custom data packs, has some simple stuff like that. I want to try do a Let's Play soon, but you know, seeing how this sort of stuff goes and all the editing, it's often very, very annoying to do. So first off, I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to see if I can press play and keep up almost live. 6, 7. Okay, so there's about a 12-second delay. That is completely fine by me. Now if I do that, I'm sure that motion blur is one of the killers to this thing at the moment. So let's turn off motion blur. That should make the stream seem a whole lot nicer, maybe? It seems so weird to me now, using this without motion blur. So honestly, I'm going to leave it on. It is purely my preference and my preference only. I'm assuming most of you won't be watching on 1080p videos anyway. I'm assuming the majority of you will be on 1080. I'm assuming the majority of you will be on like 720p, if I am correct. That would make the most sense. Anyway, at the moment what I'm doing for is currently on a hunt to look for a jungle because I need bamboo in order to make scaffolding and... Okay, in order to make scaffolding so I can build a wall around my base easier. I started off with 2-block high dirt, then I went to a little fence I made, like a little wooden slab one, and now I'm finally doing a big border wall that should be like the main thing to keep them out. I can expand it in the future. However, that is a very big project to undergo for me currently, considering I only recently started this world, and I've been unable to find stuff like that recently. Jeez, I'm going to end up dying. I have over a stack of gamer bread with me now. Nothing else really interesting. One of the data packs I have means I need to drink water, like plenty of water. Otherwise I'll die. Oh geez, I do not want to be caught outside at night. I have no clue how far I actually have to go before I hit a jungle, but I'm hoping it won't be too insanely far. Wow, I can't even jump up too high for stuff. I'm using slightly modified textures, nothing too special, and some simple shaders. You know, nothing. I'm not using anything crazy at the moment. I'm hoping it doesn't kill the stream. Now, the one thing I am worried about is lighting, because at the moment, even I'm struggling to see this right here. and I have no clue how it's going to affect the stream. I can only assume it's going to be virtually invisible for the humans, so for the other people watching this. So what I'm going to try to do is perhaps turn up the lighting. That's got to be a thing, right? Oh geez, that looks horrendously ugly, but it's functional, it gets the job done. If I had a better way of doing things, I would do them that way. But at the moment, a bunch of stuff I have is just sets like what I would call realistic settings. You know, it's meant to look nice. I didn't exactly intend to be streaming. However, when I record, it will look a whole lot better, so long as YouTube doesn't butcher it. Because I seem to remember the last time I did something like this, I recorded it in 1080p, and YouTube just compressed it to hell, I would say. There's no other way to describe it. There was nothing really left to see. And this is seriously dark. Normally I don't notice it, but it's like now that I'm streaming and I'm aware that other people are going to have to see this, I think what I'm actually going to do next time is bring a bed with me. Actually, I say bring a bed. May as well just make one now, right? Also, I have no clue why the frames randomly dropped. I wouldn't say I have a bad computer. It's just, I guess, laggy in the swamp. Could be all the 3D models I'm trying to force the game to render. Jeez, that is horrendous. Come on. I think right now what I'm going to do is get 2 wood. Sorry to anyone who's easily triggered. I'm going to grab 2 wood, leave this floating tree, and make myself a bed so I can sleep through today, because let's be honest, this isn't fun. If I were doing an actual YouTube video right now, I would not leave this part in. This would all be edited out. I'm not that silly. Yeah, why not? It's only temporary. I'm pretty sure I've explained, but that blue bar is my drinking bar. If I don't drink enough, I get stuff like hunger and nausea, which isn't the most fun to have to endure, and that would have almost been a bad idea had I not remembered to bring me bed. My hope is that once I get out the swamp, the frames should be better, although I did just remember jungles are full of leaves, and the leaves are 3D textured, and that causes Minecraft to stutter a lot at times, so let's see. Let's see how this goes. Get out there, horse. They don't have a name. I should probably craft a name tag. That could be the right thing to do. Across the stream you go. I should have brought some leads. Oh really, why is it those are the things I need? So, I feel like with Minecraft you go off to have an adventure and discover things only to not find anything, and then realize just how much you've forgotten. Oh, should have. This would have been so much easier if I'd brought leads. I could have the horse dragged behind me across all the lakes. Now that's a nice generation. I did just realize... Oh no, I thought I would have no way home, but last time that happened I made a compass. So right now at the stage that I'm doing this live stream, I wouldn't say I have the most powerful or best gear. I'm not in mid-game. I'm pretty starter. Not played for too long at the moment. If there is anyone who's watching chat right now. I can't see the numbers. That counter is glitched for me. Feel free to leave a comment and just say, hello, I exist, I'm here. This is going to be a very boring live stream. The main thing that makes these sorts of things interesting, in my opinion, when you're live streaming, like exploring for a jungle, is viewer interaction, which at the moment I don't get much of because, obviously, I'm a new channel. And spam. Of course, the horse vanished. PewDiePie had that same issue in his Let's Play with his horse randomly vanishing in water. This is what he had to do every single time. You just relog in it. There you go, it's all fixed. It says one person is watching my stream now, but I don't even know if that's a thing that can be relied on. It's quite nice playing Minecraft with shaders and all that. I'm hoping to upgrade my PC soon. The current one I'm playing on now is for sale. Gonna upgrade, get something that'd be better so I can crank up the settings and still stream, hopefully. And in the future it might be attached to Ethernet, meaning I'll have a proper connection. And wow, would you look at that? I actually did not expect to find that so quickly. Okay. Little horsey, you are going to be going in a random hole in the ground. I feel like I should cut down a tree just to get the jungle saplings. So I'm going to dump you about here, right? I have a shovel for this exact reason. You can see my frame rate dropping. I don't know what it is now, but you can see it dropping a lot. Sorry about this. Now, I should probably have a specific tool for this. But at the moment, this should be fine for me. I've just got to remember that the way I came from is negative Z, or minus Z. And I'm not rich enough to carry around beacons and iron blocks with me. I've not been cheating in this. This is annoying to navigate through, and I'm sure it's killing the bitrate of this video. So you guys said you wanted to see gaming. At the moment it's been a little bit hard to get motivated due to the lack of just general viewership on my channel. Maybe if there was more interest shown, or maybe someone commented on my music videos if asking for gaming, I would probably be up for that. Hello, Ocelot? No, that's just flower. What's that? Nothing. It's very limited jungle. I do like the podzol. I'm going to assume that's a part of the regular jungle biome. I've been playing for many years, and I do keep up to date, but I don't know about these tiny things like what type of grass spawns or generates in the biome. I am currently playing in 1.14.4, the latest version with Optifine. That would be, I can't remember what type it is. You could probably find it. It's the only one out at the moment, the first one out. I get the feeling, I don't know why, that there's not going to be anything for me here. So I'm just going to head back to the base before one, my computer crashes and overheats, and two, before anyone gets bored. I've been streaming for 13 minutes, and that's just been me setting up. Honestly, I might leave these unedited and just do this for fun every so often. At the moment, right now, it seems like the current live stream or upload schedule, depending on what it would be every 2 weeks. So it'd be released one weekend, and then you would have a weekend without it, and then another weekend with it. I could always try supplement that with piano, I guess. It's hard to think of interesting stuff to do all the time. And it's not even like I have any editors. I know I am an editor, but still, if you have a separate person as well helping you out, it can really go a long way. You can save so much effort. So, what's going on in my life? Recently, I started a group thing called K-Tech. It's I would say it's a hardware or like tech support and also graphic design group. So, if you ever need any services like that done, go to ktechinquiries@gmail.com. That was way too much lag. So I'm just gonna go this way and start looping around. I'm following the compass. I know I shouldn't hold it, but I'm making it a bit easier for you guys to see. Also, if something looks a bit too bright or dark with these shaders, the light, your eyes adjust to the light essentially. Oh, actually that is a very good point, imaginary person talking to me. I have the gamma turned up. It is a little bit desaturated, and I could desaturate it more, but at the moment I just have it like this because, in my opinion at least, it gives it a slightly more realistic feel. Because in real life, when you walk along down next to a river through a forest, it's not an intense lime green like someone's taken a highlighter and coloured in the forest and then thrown, I don't even know, Powerade in the water. Like, this is a... Yeah, granted, it is very clean for water. It's still more realistic, in my opinion. And this is just the stuff I like to play on. I'm not going to strip it down to default just to live stream, unless it really does make everything fuzzy. I'd also like to point out I'm fully aware that no one is watching my stream right now. And I guess if I wanted people to, I could live stream at a better time. So for those re-watching this at a later date, when would you like to see me live stream? If it's a weekend thing, I can probably do Saturdays and Sundays. And would midday suit? Or would lunch be gone on? Who knows? I would love to do a Let's Play on this world, but one thing that sort of worried me was that I'd made a bit of progress, like not a crazy amount. All I've done is built a tiny little house in the middle of a fenced-off area. But I still feel like a Let's Play should maybe start from scratch. But I could be completely wrong. I greatly regret this decision. I could be completely entirely wrong. Also, how am I not hungry yet? I didn't realize that riding on a horse would save me this much. I am in hard mode and have locked it in hard. Should probably make some more elytra when I get home. That's one of the things that you can craft with this pack. I believe it's a leather chest plate. I believe it's a leather chest plate, 2 sticks, and 5 feathers. It may seem cheap, but to be honest, this early in the game, you can't repair them, you can't enchant them. They're like a disposable temporary thing. And I'm okay with that, because it just adds a slightly faster way to travel if you're willing to spend those items. Granted, they are very cheap. I could probably change that myself in the future, but I think it's fine. I'm not looking for data packs and recipe changes that can make me super OP. Just that modify the game to make it go a tiny bit faster. Whoa, that was an intense little horse thing right there, wasn't it? So, although you aren't talking at all, I would like to say thank you to that one viewer who is watching right now. You're not saying anything in chat, but I know you're there. I can see the number on the counter at the top. I did used to have the channel TARDIS Films, and I'm pretty sure I should change it. I think I'm going to change my channel name back to TARDIS Films, if that doesn't offend people. Hopefully it does not. Oh, that is a bug and a half. And also a cause of severe lag, apparently. This place is beginning to feel familiar, and although I haven't explored too far from my home, this could probably be almost there. And estimated by the time of beginning to stream, and how long it should have taken me in the jungle, this should be about the time when I start arriving back. Oh, I don't like having the leaves in the face. That's why I normally travel by treetop, but you can't as easily do this with a horse. So when I go back, I shall do a quick home tour. Oh, those two, I like to pretend they're pointing left and that way, so it's like a little diagonal thing. So originally I had a tiny little house, and it was on a hill, but I dug out the thing. That was a very long-winded process, but hey, it's here now. I just realised I have literally no way of getting back in. Oh, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Okay, that'll do. So originally it was this, and I added a little dirt wall around it. It kept getting blown up, but then I added this wall, this little fence, and I've been safe ever since. I'm collecting these. Well, cows, pigs, you still need chickens. They're my two favourite colours, pink and light blue. And white, because you have to have the white sheep. Now over here, this is the big project, which is actually the reason I needed the bamboo, which I'm going to plant over there now. In order to prevent the mobs, this wall can allow skeletons to shoot and spiders to climb over. So I'm going to be doing this wall. It's a fairly big project considering it's a brand new survival world, but hey, it'll do. So this is like a little workshop area. I know it looks very bad. I'm in the early starting stages of survival. I don't have any OP stuff. I mean, I guess you could count Elytra. I should stop yawning. It's bad me. This is the map of all the progress I've currently made. Honestly, I did not realise that this aligned so perfectly with the edge of the map. I just started building there and it sort of happened. That's the current place. Looks like the South Island of New Zealand. Oh, this is Pebbles. They hold a trapdoor and wear a cap for some reason. I think I was trying to give them a flower, but I accidentally dropped the trapdoor instead. Already shown the farms. Over there's the workshop. I'm proud of this little design. This is like a storage area. Has some little indents. It's very just rectangular. Repeating pattern. This is where I store everything. And this is the basement where I do like the bulk storage, for instance, all the dirt. And I'm very happy. Occasionally I'll chop down multiple 2x2 spruce trees just to get me all the logs I need, because I love having a wide variety of building materials, and using this is not good. Now let's see if I can craft myself up some scaffolding. The reason I got the bamboo, I don't actually know how to craft it, so I'm going to assume it's like that, which is a ladder, or maybe because that's the whole. No? How are you meant to do scaffolding? Does it use string? Yeah, of course it uses string, one of the things I have very little of. At least it gives me 30. I've actually never worked with scaffolding before. I do keep up to date, been playing for years, but I just haven't kept up with scaffolding. I don't know, I've just never had a chance to use it. How does this work? Do you just... And then you can... Okay. Sorry about how naive I must sound. I am a veteran. 2010, I think, yeah. About 2010-ish is when I played originally. Oh, this will be perfect. Protection 3 leather. That is not enough feathers. I don't know where all my other feathers went. Perhaps. I could swear I had more feathers than that. It's a pretty vital thing for me to need. So I think instead I'm going to breed up some chickens and then just whack it with the pick. Sounds very violent. But I gotta do what I gotta do. In the future, if any of you guys actually end up watching this, I will interact with chat and not just talk away endlessly. So then you're probably like, oh, when's he gonna stop talking? Yeah, I'm not gonna stop talking. Okay, how many is that? That's 5, and that is perfect. Oh, I forgot this was here. So I can probably do that right now. Is that correct? Can I use... There we go. Some of you may say that's cheating. It's my world. I'm not using commands. Actually, I can prove that now. See? Game mode creative. Or time set day. The only commands I have access to are... What are they? Yeah, basic things. Just that. So now it's on to the boring, grindy part, which is where I would normally need viewers to keep me interested and hopefully to keep you interested as well. But since I don't have those, you're stuck with this. Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like scaffolding seems a little bit weird to use. I guess I could get used to it. And that's why you need that. Just for the quick 1 second of flight it needs. And on to the next part. As I've probably said, in the actual YouTube video, I would probably just edit this bit out because, let's be honest, no one wants to see this. I'm only doing it because it's what I need for the border wall, which doesn't go too far at the moment. It's very small, and I don't even have the materials to go out any further with the stone. I think that was actually one of my motives for doing this scaffolding and replacing it with logs, so I could get back some of the materials. Oh, this is what happens when you don't drink. It gets very sickening. I think there's some worse things, like you just die. I don't know how to fix that lag. I kind of miss TARDIS films, to be honest. I know it wasn't a very good channel, but I did try. I was young. I had no knowledge of editing when I first started YouTube. I just put the live thing, and if I accidentally stopped recording rather than pausing the software, I would upload that as a separate video. Nowadays I don't have that issue because I have the storage space to record constantly. But back then, I didn't. I was on my dad's laptop. I kind of like the way scaffolding works. I don't really know. Oh, this must have been when I started running out of materials for the wall. Yep. Sorry about that chainmail armor. In this, chainmail armor is made with iron nuggets because it's just all round not the best, I guess. Oh, is that the same height? Yes, it is. This is literally all I've been reduced to at the moment. You'd be surprised by how much effort it takes to do tiny things in this game. If you are interested, although I'm not sure if anyone's going to see this, but if you are interested, I can do a tour of my build world, which is where I build completely random things. There's no set theme, I just build whatever I feel like that day. And I'd say that's a pretty nice way to do it. Wow, this music is bringing back so many childhood memories. Jeez, that is nostalgic. my hope is that if I start streaming and I do it often enough, maybe people will catch on. And they'll start saying to themselves, "Oh, who's this Beansprout person?" I keep forgetting it's Beansprout, not TARDIS Films. It's going to be changed. Probably by the time anyone even notices this is up, it will have changed to TARDIS Films. How many uses do I have left? Okay, 6. Or 7 actually, because it counts from 0. Yeet. This is the platform I was building just to keep it going. Keeping it fresh. Switching to bedtime. Switching to bedtime? It's going into nighttime, so I should sleep. Sorry about the random lag spikes. It probably says in the description, but for those who are interested, I have an i5-8400, 40 gigabytes of RAM, GTX 1060, 6GB. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive and 222 gig SSD that I use for booting off of. I am currently selling this computer on TradeMe. You can probably find it if you just search 1080p gaming rig. Because I am selling the PC and both the monitors. I have like a 1024p and a 1080p. One's 75Hz, the other 60Hz. And that... oh, there we go. That's taking a little bit of shape. The stairs aren't really accented too well, but I would say that looks pretty nice. My hope is to have a fairly impressive looking wall and just have a tiny home built in the middle of it. That's probably what it's going to end up being. But hey, this is the big undertaking I'm currently doing to build this wall around the entire thing. While I'm at it, I may as well try and remember to fill in this. That was the old pumpkin farm because I was using it to fill in all these spaces. However, it's no longer necessary as I have completed the grid. I know it's not the best looking thing, I probably could have done better, but considering I just started the game, I'd say this is pretty well done. Just gotta check behind me. Thank you for the sounds, you disturbing, creepy game. You would not believe how much that gets to me. It actually reminds me of something out of Indiana Jones, honestly, like when he falls into the thing with the snakes. Oh jeez, I can't even remember what the story was. It's been so many years since I watched the movies. Ah yes, I forgot jack-o'-lanterns. So some of you might be wondering why I use jack-o'-lanterns. It should be pretty obvious by now. They don't stick up, they're not as laggy as torches, and they can be placed flat into the ground. Now this might seem a bit weird and inefficient to fill this in with dirt when I'm literally converting it all to stone. But I don't think so. I'm gonna end up changing it out anyway in the future, but it'll take a long time because stone slabs are not the fastest things. And that's what it should look like, but apparently they both blackened. I've no clue why that is. I would say they're pretty good at smelting. Let's slap one of them there. There you go, let's just get some extra charcoal. At least it's not the most painful thing in the world. So what do I say? Jack-o'-lanterns, I'm just going to add 13. Now I've got to orientate them correctly and do them in a row. Live streams like this will probably be very short, not have much going on in them because it's like me chatting because I feel like streaming. If you would like if you'd like me to record videos and stream later on, or even just record videos, I'm fine with that. Please do tell me, because I would greatly enjoy doing that. Thank you for the ding of approval. What might be good to do now is to just add some more logs going along the base to at least outline where I want the stuff to go. That is a lot of rounded. And I do have a custom recipe, so you put in 4, you get out 4. See, very simple, very logical. Unlike Minecraft's original, where you put in 4 logs and you get back 3 all-sided. I understand it's for balance, but you just end up losing out on logs, because 1 tree becomes the equivalent of like 3/4 of a tree, and that's not fun. I've also got to remove that. I guess what I could actually do is use scaffolding, right? And then build off that, because then it breaks instantly as well. I think I actually had to stop doing this at some point, because there we go, right there, because I still have this whole area to dig out, which will be very fun and most likely continued on another boring live stream. And yes, I still do YouTube. I still do the YouTube live stream thing, because it's what I'm used to. It's the format that I started with, and it's the format I'm going out with if that's how it has to be. No, I was not inspired by anything to build this wall. I just know that it needs a log trim, and then I was originally actually going to do 1 line of cobblestone down the middle, but then ended up doing smooth stone because it looks a lot more sturdy, a lot more reinforced. I should not be yawning so much. Just realised how little sense that title is going to make if you haven't been watching, really. Glass bottles, stackable. Now, do it, Moyo. I mean, you know, water bottles, not glass bottles. Glass bottles already are stackable. I'm not that dumb. This is my only shovel. Oh, that means digging in Swedish. Yes, I literally called my shovel digging, because that's how boring I am. Oh, what are you using? Oh, just digging. I'm getting very unlucky with these drops. Do not scare me like that. Oh wow, I use normally speakers and all that, and you have more freedom to hear around you, but with headphones it's surreal. Like, speakers are, yes, they are amazing, and you get a lot more bass and all that with them, but headphones, they give you a much more isolated feeling, just probably because they're muffled as well. Ah, that sounds weird in one ear. Peak viewer activity. 0 viewers. That'll probably be like the average viewer count for these live streams. It's not like anyone really cares anymore unless they're a big YouTuber or something. Although, it does have 2 likes. Which leads me to believe someone either has been on here, or is on here and wants to stay anonymous by not commenting. I don't know. It didn't used to save, but maybe live stream chat does save now. That looks a bit cartoony. This will be interesting to watch back the live stream after. See how it went. To see how the compression handles it. Probably slaughtering the live stream. I'll stop at 40 minutes, I think. Or just when I finish this layer here. Because honestly, there's not much to do. There's not much to see. So I might set a live stream date for Saturday. 2 weeks time, because I don't want to do anything now. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll set one for tomorrow. Let's do Sunday. How long will I be out for? I don't know, I'll do Sunday like 6:30 maybe. I hope not too many of the baby viewers on my channel will be asleep by then. I would go back to my old channel, TARDIS Films, because even though that lost the majority of its subscribers, it's still sitting around 70, I think, 68. That would, I don't know, there's something about it. I feel like it'd be dishonoring the archives. It's not an actual archive, but it holds all the old memories from, like, 2014. Was it really 2014? No. No, it couldn't have been 2014. I'm not... It couldn't be that old, right? Unless it was. You know, maybe it was. By the way, I'm not going back to that, because I don't want to disturb the old videos. I'd like to leave it as it is. I posted one thing on it recently saying, oh, this is my new channel. And I'm hoping that'll catch on. In case you haven't noticed, the torches have slightly animated texture. Should probably get a water source placed around here, just so I can actually get water when I need it and not die of thirst. And so you know, Pebbles, the cute little zombie, does not interfere. And yes, I still think zombies are cute. I think it might just be because back in Pocket Edition years ago, during the day, they didn't account for mobs being alive, so they would lose their hostile ability and go passive unless that was an intended feature. And used to be able to hop around in cages, and I thought they just looked adorable. Like, look at those little faces! And that's why I have Pebbles, the adorable zombie pet. Anyway, that was just a test live stream. Thank you for watching, whoever you are, and I'll see you another time. Bye!